Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Hey, go Beatles. 38. Watch it. 6. Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Ultra, no check.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The Heat is...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Still first quarter, 2. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First down, Mayfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be swung out here for counter.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
19 tight.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Hurts fighting Goedert there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So,
touchdown! Dallas Goedert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott now to have the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Probably going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up.
He's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw from Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
They go play action with Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
from 13 yards out.
And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on. Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Hey, alert 33.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield under pressure. They got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Mayfield now. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mustang 19.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snip.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Drop 50, drop
50. Looking to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers.
And now here's another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 19 right.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
In motion left is a running back. Second down and goal. Hurts being chased out left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now left side on the swing pass. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in. This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold it to a short pickup.
Second and goal from the 1. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right back to Connor here on first. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Here we go, here we go.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Philadelphia, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.